everyone, it's Christina here from Hot Pizza, and this is your relationship support podcast where we investigate the inner workings of relationships to help you get the happy, healthy, hot pizza relationship you deserve. This podcast cuts through relationship confusion with fresh new perspectives so you can stop wasting time, energy, and effort in an unhappy relationship and move forward either in it or without it. Let's get this pizza party started. I was told that if I went to a restaurant and ordered pizza and the pizza came to my table cold, I would eat that cold pizza. I took that concept home and I began observing every interaction with people in my daily life. And what I was observing those interactions for were the behaviors of the other person and myself in those interactions. And those behaviors actually form the relationship between you. The behaviors that I was watching were what we said, how we said it, what we did, and what we didn't do. Now, I learned a lot from this. The biggest thing I learned was I was being served a lot of cold pizza in my life. And I also, as the weeks went on, observing these interactions, I realized that I had patterns of being served cold pizza throughout my life and that I'd just been accepting it for far too long. Now, what about you? Have you been investigating your life and your relationships for cold pizza? And are you being served cold pizza? Are you being served cold pizza by your partner? If you're not really sure, you suspect you might be, but you're not sure, and you want to delve deeper into that investigation, I have developed a comprehensive relationship assessment called the Relationship Thermometer. The Relationship Thermometer puts its finger on the temperature of your relationship in 5 different areas. It's very comprehensive. It's been developed on hot and cold pizza concepts, but also includes research from other relationship experts. So it will really help you understand whether you are being served hot pizza, warm pizza, cold pizza, or absolutely frozen pizza in your romantic relationship. It's in the form of a small, short e-course. It's online. It has a few short videos to explain the concepts and the corresponding survey style assessment for each of those areas of your relationship. If you're interested in that, go to my website, www.myhotpizza.com, and click on the Relationship Thermometer link. Now, what about your other relationships? Are you being served cold pizza by family members? Are you being served cold pizza by friends? Are you being served cold pizza by work colleagues or by the workplace itself? If so, what to do? Now what? We understand we're getting cold pizza. How do we move forward? There's literally only 3 ways, and that's what I love about cold pizza, is that it gives us the clarity to understand what we're being served in our relationships and then what to do from it. So first option is to keep accepting the cold pizza and eating that cold pizza, even though you know it's cold pizza. 2, tell the person who is delivering you cold pizza that it is cold pizza and you want it sent back to the kitchen to be reheated. 3, If that pizza keeps coming back to you and it's cold, or if you've already been served too much cold pizza and it's not worth your time and energy to invest anymore in this relationship, then leave the pizzeria. Today, we're going to discuss further the whys and wherefores and consequences of taking the first course of action, which was to keep accepting and eating the cold pizza. Now, why would someone do this once they've found out that they're being served cold pizza? There are some reasons. Some people prefer to deny that they're being served cold pizza, and they just don't want to acknowledge the cold pizza that's being served to them. Now, I believe that once you've heard about and once you've seen cold pizza, it's extremely difficult to unhear or unsee. So it's kind of hard to live in that denial. But I know for a fact that some people do that. And I believe that they do that for two reasons. One is fear of rocking the boat, fear of upsetting somebody else, fear of upsetting the status quo, just fears about calling out the cold pizza. And also, people have beliefs, and some of those beliefs restrict them from acknowledging and calling out cold pizza. For example, the belief that I can't change this situation, or it's better to be served cold pizza than nothing. Now, I really understand this because I believe that many of us, and this is completely my story, is that I was conditioned to accepting cold pizza in my life. And we can be conditioned to accepting cold pizza in our family life, which is what happened to me in my childhood. And we can be conditioned to accepting cold pizza by society as well. And there are, qualities attributed to particularly women that are about being nice, about not rocking the boat, about keeping things together no matter what happens, keeping the peace, whatever happens. Even if those things are impossible after a time, we're being conditioned to keep trying and keep being the good person and keep being the nice person for far too long. Now, the other thing is that your upbringing can instill certain beliefs in you. Another reason why someone may stay in the relationship where they're being served cold pizza is that the relationship that they're in has more value to the person that's being served cold pizza than the cold pizza itself. And that the relationship provides elements, or it has elements attached to it that in essence outweigh the fact that they're being served cold pizza. And these can include things like financial security, parental responsibility, and a sense of belonging in a family, a community, in a spiritual group, or even the spiritual beliefs themselves. I struggled with some of these elements myself. And part of my journey was to realize that at a certain point, they did not outweigh the fact that I was being served cold pizza. If you are staying in a romantic, a family, a friend, a workplace relationship that is serving you cold pizza, I do understand that there are other things to consider. However, I do urge you to seek support and build up the courage to say that you're being served cold pizza and to ask it to be reheated. Or if that doesn't work, or it's already too late, to leave the pizzeria. Because I know from experience that once you accept cold pizza from someone, it gives them permission to serve you more cold pizza. And they will, because they haven't been held accountable for their cold pizza behavior. So what will happen is that we'll serve you more and more cold pizza, and or the cold pizza will intensify. And you will find yourself in a position where you are physically, emotionally, or mentally damaged because you have just simply ingested too much cold pizza. I understand that you may need some time to call out the cold pizza or release yourself from a relationship that's serving you cold pizza, but don't take too long to do something, because research has shown that people who are in unhealthy, unhappy cold pizza relationships have lower health levels and lower life expectancies than people who are in happy, healthy relationships. And we know that unhealthy relationships contribute to our stress. And in fact, research has shown that just one snarky comment from your partner raises your blood pressure. We know that raised blood pressure is raised stress and contributes to unhealthy physical conditions that manifest because you're in an unhealthy relationship. So it's really important that you don't accept cold pizza long term. So start putting things in order and get the support, if you need it, to tell the person that they are serving you cold pizza and you want it reheated, or to leave the pizzeria. Because, my darling, you do not deserve cold pizza. You deserve hot pizza. If you're interested in really understanding and assessing cold pizza in your romantic relationship, go to www.myhotpizza and click on the relationship thermometer link. See you here for more hot pizza bites, because you know why? You deserve hot pizza.